So you might be wondering why I'm doing a video on what looks like bubble wrap. Well, it's not quite just bubble wrap. So I've literally just sold the Transformers, the Stormtroopers, the G2 Stormtroopers that I made a previous video about, and I've just sold them today. And I just wanted to show the packaging that these are going to go out in, because I've raised this issue in previous videos with people who don't really understand how to package things properly, or at least in some sort of decent way. And obviously it's a bugbear of mine, and it's something that has affected some of the some of the purchases I've made over the last couple of weeks. And I just really just wanted to show the type of things and the ways that I tend to package stuff when they're going out, especially when they're going out internationally, which these ones are. So these are the rare Stormtroopers that are going out internationally. So they're fully bubble wrapped, as you can see. This is the drench that I've got wrapped up at the moment. I've just done it. But what you can see here, what I've done is along the back is thick cardboard, and the cardboard itself is literally a few millimeters. Well, it's more on this side, but it's a couple of millimeters wider on this side, and it's about an inch wider on this side. And that's because I don't want the card of the Transformer to bend while it's in the box. So having this thick cardboard at the back and then held down with a band across the top here inside, that stops the ability for it to bend properly inside the packaging, inside the box. So it just gives it an extra layer of protection as far as that goes. So that's really important, that when you package stuff up, especially things with flexible card, you want to make sure that they don't have the ability to bend when they're being mishandled. Now, normally I wouldn't necessarily do this for domestic delivery, but because this is going internationally, I think because customs, they will quite often open up the packages as part of their security checks, and if they start manhandling the figures, the toys, it's quite possible that the cards could get bent. So they're less likely to do that if they have backing cardboard on it as well. You often see backing cardboard with the things like comic books, etc. But for me, I think it's important to do it also with vintage toys as well, just to have that backing card, extra layer of protection against possible bending. Because the last thing you want to do is pull out a toy that you spent quite a lot of money on and then have it all bent out of shape. So I think that's quite important. The bubble wrap itself is double layered, and the bottom fold comes up over the toy itself. So not only is it double wrapped, but the actual fold itself comes over. So you're actually getting, it's like actually 3 layers of protection just over the toy itself. So that gives an extra layer of protection on that side, and then to even it out, the fold comes over on the back as well to give it some extra security on the back side as well. So that's basically how I've done that one. So that's the drench. Similar sort of thing with the Aqua Blast. Again, strong cardboard for the back. It's got the backing card. You can't really see it in there. You can't really see it, but that's all back, and I've got it's double layered, and both folds go around the back of this one. That's because this toy, the bubble goes through the back. So the bubble actually comes out, the toy goes through the back here. So you just need a little bit of extra padding, because it won't sit flat just by itself. So having double bubble wrap at the back basically brings brings the flat line level with where the bubble comes out. So basically, if you turned it around, it lays flat. Let me just adjust the camera so you can see. So now you can see that lays perfectly flat. It does, because otherwise, if it wasn't, it would be like that. It would be at an angle, and obviously a thing being at an angle means that it has a possibility of bending. So the fact that it lays flat, there's nothing that happens to it. It's like you can't bend that. It's not going to get damaged in any way. And obviously this part here is double wrapped as well, and the fold of the cardboard goes over the top. Let me move the camera back up. So the fold goes over the top of the card as well, so that you can't bend it top ways. And obviously you've got the backing card here, you can't really see because it's double wrapped, but you've got the card back, and there's no bend to that at all. So these are just extra ways of protecting your figures that you're sending people, and this really is the kind of level that someone who's spending £200-300 on a toy or a collection of figures like this one, you know, we as sellers and resellers, we owe it to our customers and to people to make sure that they are satisfied and they're happy with what they receive, because the packaging of your figure is basically the first thing that they noticed when they open the box.
Hello, I'm King Pogman. Can I get a like and subscribe? It would really help the YouTube algorithm. Thank you.
So it's important that, for me personally, it's important that people see and they know that I have an interest and that I choose to take care of the things that I sell, not just before the way I store them and because they're part of my collections. I'm a private collector, so like I look after things as best as possible while they're in my collection, but I also know how important they are to people that do purchase them, and so it's in my best interest to wrap things up nicely to make sure that they also get it in the condition that they're expecting it in as well. And it just shows, it's just an extra way of showing that, you know, people like me and people like you also care about the things that we send out, and we care about the satisfaction of people who want to add figures to their collections. So I just wanted to share that. That's kind of what we expect. This is kind of the level that we kind of need to be at. Obviously, the box itself, I'm just going to show you the box itself. Nothing special about the box, but it's a cardboard box. But what I'm going to do is we're going to make it tank box. So tank box is basically it's basically a box within a box. So having something that's tank boxed means that it's double layered. So there's basically nothing that can penetrate it. Nothing's getting through there. It's double box, so it's like, you know, it's even if the first one was a little bit flimsy, these Amazon boxes are a little bit flimsy, but you put then inside of that a proper cardboard box or a shoe box or something, it's really sturdy, it's really durable. So you double box it. It's called tank boxing. That's what it's called. So the figures will go inside the tank box the way they've been packaged, and basically that whole thing is going to be indestructible. So the person who's going to receive that on the other end is going to be really happy with what they receive, the condition that they receive it in, and undoubtedly that will be reflected in the feedback as well. So I just wanted to share that with people. I think it's really important that people know how to package things properly and what the expectation is, that when you buy something it arrives in the condition that you expect it to arrive in. So I just wanted to share that. Hope you found it useful, and yeah, that was it. See you in the next one. Bye for now.